Fancy Trimmins is a cute boutique where everything sold can be personalized. Hair bows, running shorts, jewelry, beach hats, purses, you name it, Fancy Trimmins probably has it. After surveying women from different age groups in the Summerville area, I found some interesting patterns. A majority of these women didn't recognize the store when I mentioned Fancy Trimmins, but when I explained the location and products, they knew exactly what I was talking about. Those who had heard of Fancy Trimmins or were previous customers had only positive things to say, like, "It's cute. Anytime I get something monogrammed, it comes back quicker than before," and "they've always been friendly." While the store's reputation is positive, the brand image is weak, and a couple of women mentioned that it is off the beaten path and therefore easily forgotten. The positive reputation Fancy Trimmins already has is fantastic, but they're not well known, and also another problem that I see is that they don't have a logo. This campaign is going to increase brand awareness in the Summerville area, reinforce the positive image that they already have, and increase store traffic. Based on my research, I came to the conclusion that the primary target should be females ages 15 to 50 who are middle class. It's the typical Southern female who is trendy, stylish, and classy. Overall, they have a positive outlook on life. Using multiple types of media, this campaign will reach these women with the strong message that they can get anything monogrammed at Fancy Trimmins, keeping their sass and class personal and unique. These print ads demonstrate the personalization Fancy Trimmins has to offer. The one on the left has an aesthetically appealing photo of a woman without a monogram. It shows Fancy Trimmins as the way out of that boring life. The one on the right is interactive. It has a cutout so that women can cut it out, place it on their item, and see what a monogram would look like and how Fancy Trimmins can help them. These print ads will be found in local magazines such as The Azalea. There are 2 radio spots. The production spot will be played on the local country station, and we'll take a listen to that right now.
What is my name? Well, that probably sounds like an uncomplicated question, but let me tell you, it's more complicated than it might seem. My parents named me Jennifer. It's right on my birth certificate. My little sister called me Jeannie. It's the first thing she called me, and it just stuck. My friends call me Jen, the short version of my name. Gotta make sure it's easy enough for those high schoolers to remember. My cousin calls me J-Cuz. Apparently nicknames are all the rage. My aunt calls me Rachel. Rachel? I don't even know where she got that from. Fact of the matter is, I've got lots of names. But when Fancy Trimmins said I can personalize my bag, they let me choose whatever name I wanted. It was my choice, and now I have a bag personalized just the way I like it.
Fancy Trimmins will give you monogramming 50% off with any purchase. We're right down the street from Summerville's post office. Come visit us today. Just tell us you heard about it from Jennifer. Stay classy and sassy with Fancy Trimmins.
The announcer continuity spot will be read during the morning show by Jessica Chandler from the country station 96.9 The Wolf. She will talk about a visit she and her daughter had at Fancy Trimmins and mention the friendly customer service and a quick return on monogrammed products. The television ad will play on WCSC, the Low Country's news leader. It takes place in a high school classroom at the end of the school day. As the students line up to hand in classwork, the camera zooms in on the personalized products that the students have. Hats, bags, jewelry. At the end of the commercial, a student hands the teacher a cup with her name on it. Just adding a little sass to your class. The commercial ends on a beaming teacher and a slate with the Fancy Trimmins logo and points viewers to the Facebook page. Fancy Trimmins can really benefit with some out-of-home ads. To keep it simple, I designed a billboard and some real estate signs. The billboard increases awareness for Fancy Trimmins products, while the real estate signs are more for location awareness. They will be put on busier roads, pointing drivers in the right direction for the store. The Facebook page is already being updated frequently, giving viewers important information by sharing new items and sales. One thing I would like to do is a giveaway that involves sharing photos to increase the likes on the Fancy Trimmins page. Also, a Twitter account will be created to reach the younger group of our target audience. Email blasts will feature new, seasonal, or promotional items and will be sent to anyone who signs up through Facebook, Twitter, or in the store through the loyalty program. The loyalty program will be monitored through a card the customer receives when signing up in the store. Every time the members purchase something, they get points. Every time they reach a certain amount, they get a discount, coupon, or a gift. This way, Fancy Trimmins can increase the visits of loyal customers, gain new customers, and create a database in the process to find out what works best to keep customers coming in the store. Let's take a look at the budget and then we'll look at the schedule. Print ads, TV ads, and radio ads are all going to get 20% of the budget. Our out-of-home ads are getting 27% and the digital 10%. The last 3% is going into the contingency fund, which is for any unfactored fees or any surprises that may come up along the way. This is going to be a 6-month campaign that will begin in March and end in September, so Fancy Trimmins can do graduation, summer, and back-to-school promotions. The real estate signs, social media, and loyalty programs will begin immediately. One print ad will go in April, one in August. The television ad will run in June. Radio will run in March and August. Out of home will run March, May, July, and September. And the digital giveaways are going to happen in April and September. This is so that we can get all of our target reached through lots of different tactics over the course of the 6 months. The real question is, why go with this campaign? How do I even know what I'm talking about? Well, I know the area. I've done the research, and I've come up with a creative way to increase awareness, strengthen your brand image, and increase your store business. So take these tactics and use them and see the results for yourself.